Go full screen, you little bastard. We're live. We are live. What's happening, Crypto Fam? Happy Saturday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here, whether you're about to tune in now on the live stream or whether you tune in at a later date. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. We've got two people popping in. Let me just... I've moved the chat to see the thing and I still can't flame it and see it. Yes, Carl. Just not really had time to throw some lives down, mate, to be honest. Been a little bit busy lately. But I just thought I'd come and do a live this weekend. Why not? DeFi hotting up. Only just the beginning, in my opinion. The very beginning of what some are perceiving as, well, what is a bit of a DeFi explosion in it, but I feel like it's still a bit of a buzzword at the moment and people don't actually understand it. I mean, I myself throw down the basic definition of decentralized finance is just being able to gain financial services without a third party. Peer-to-peer financial services is decentralized finance because you're not leaning on an entity, but it's way deeper than that when it comes to asset swaps, coming to lending, to staking, to pooling, to providing liquidity, to all sorts of liquidity, however we want to say it. So we'll get into it a little bit. I've come onto this DeFi pulse at first just to give people an idea of how deep this is and the fact that we're only going to cover 2 or 3, 4 of the projects here, and there's a lot of them. So Uniswap, we'll be looking at that, is at the top. Now this is locked USD within the liquidity that's been provided within Uniswap's pools. We'll get to it soon, but they all do different things. You can see they've got the category, which the main target demographic, if you like, or the target function, the main functionality of the actual platform. Some are DEXs, some are lending, some are looking at assets, derivatives, lending, assets, payments. There's all sorts, and again, there's a multitude of actual choices for you to go and look at. If you're going to provide liquidity in a pool of any pair you want, really, you need to really think about the current liquidity and volume, the current volume going through that liquidity pool. I.e., if you open a pool or a pair with low volume, without doing a little bit of marketing on that pair, you're going to struggle to draw some attention to it. Whereas the big pairs on the big platforms, you could contribute to the liquidity of Ethereum and Chainlink pairs. So let's get into it a little bit. The chat's going to go there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to down screen that. I'm going to drag you over. I'm going to drag you over. So I can still see the chat. Can still see the chat then. So this is Uniswap. What's up, Daniel? What's up, John? What's up, anyone else tuning in? Welcome. There's a funny meme online at the moment about Uniswap, you know, the motorway, where it has the motorway and the car's like drifting off the motorway, and it's always like you're going the way you shouldn't really be going. One of them's read the docs, straightforward, read the docs, and the other one's launch app. And everyone seems to just be flying on, launching the app, not reading the docs. We did it ourselves, not going to lie. Morning, June. When you do launch the actual app, it brings you to this. And it can be a little bit, if you open MetaMask and get the MetaMask extension, you can connect your wallet to all these. So whether it's Uniswap, what? That's on the Forbes thing. I want actual Yearn there, lad. An actual Yearn there. I had to go there we go. Right, connect your wallet. Ox powered in, trade on Matcha, connect your wallet. Ampleforth, get started. They're all just going to say connect your wallet. So we connect the wallet, MetaMask, initializing, it's going to ask for it. The Ether account will, going to want one with a little bit actually in it. Yeah, give it permission to view the addresses, give it access, blah, 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 blah. So it's got the address. Swap or pool. Guys, this decentralized finance stuff seems really, really good. Until you see the fees. The Ether fees. So I want to show you here now. If I was to say, I've only got a little bit, and I've got hardly anything in that. 0.05. I'm not even going to have enough to do it. Because there won't be enough left. Oh, what you doing? Learn maths, Scott. Learn maths. 0.04. I've got it. But I ain't got it. I can't afford to swap that for anything. So let's select a token, choose a list. We're going to choose any list here with all CMC stablecoin, CMC DeFi. Let's have a bit of DeFi list. BAT, Ample, got 68 Ample in there. Let's A-Link. I don't want that A shite. Change the list. Want the proper ones. There we go. Did you see the difference between A and... yeah. Read the docs, man. Link. So what, I get a bit of link. I would get 1.2 link. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, let's... Minimum receive, 1.1. Price impact, hardly anything. Liquidity provider fee. Right? Fee. Liquidity provider fee. 0.0012, mate. 0.0012, mate. 15. What, mate? What? What? It's all that about? It's all that about? $14 worth of Ethereum being swapped for links gonna cost $30. Are you taking the Michael? Like, real talk. Real talk. Comes to the fees now. What the hell? Alright? Now, you think that's bad, mate? You think that's... yeah, reject that all day. Not... are you surprised? You think that's bad? Pool it, mate. See, I'm gonna have to... oh, I'm not. Oh. Didn't do it for backs. I did it for stash. One sec, guys. Because I might actually be able to show you the price, what it is to get it up. So basically, when you're on Uniswap, and comes to select a token, even when you're adding a token to MetaMask, if you was to like add a token, custom tokens, and you're not quite sure what this means, contact address and stuff like that, it's legitimately find a token on Etherscan, contract address there, contract. I'm gonna copy that bad boy. Go back to Uniswap, we're going to throw him in there, and that will bring stash up. We're going to add stash at 1.5 million. There's the price has gone down a little bit per Ether. We're going to put the 0.04 again. We have to throw 95,000 stash in for that. Supply. It's a $15 liquidity pool making stash available on Uniswap. I would be the first liquidity provider of the BitStash token. The BitStash token is the native token of the BitStash marketplace. If you haven't seen it, supply that. Share of pool 2%. It looks like someone's already opened one. Confirm supply. It's going to cost a bomb, this. Oh, only $18 that time. Wonder what. That was $595 last time I did it. And no, I didn't, Carl. Didn't tweet out me. Morning, June. Carl's just that chopper. Do you get excited when someone shows attention to your stuff, though, don't you? Did I take a picture? Did I take a picture of that? I don't know whether this is going to focus in. focus. 587. And I was like, what? I'm like, how does that even make sense? Like, I just don't know. And then couldn't make heads or tails of that, of why it was so much. And if you notice, that was actually 0.017 last time. It was even less. But that's Uniswap, and I'm not gonna completely trash it because it enables anyone to open a liquidity pool, and you will make on the fees. When we had a pool open the other week. When you've got a pool open, you can go and look at it, and you can see the fees and that are coming down. And then if you've got a pool that you don't see, you can import it. It's very, very good, but it's expensive to get it set up. Now, if you're going to add a little bit and it's going to cost you $300, and you're going to run the exchange for the next 10 years, taking a little bit of, you're going to provide liquidity, should we say, for the next 5 to 10 years, and you're going to make on fees, you should easily make that money back. It's just being willing to put it up front in the first place. You got to put it down, and then you got to leave it, and again, half of it's just a fee. You were talking like extremely expensive pools there just to make a $20 pool. Do you know what I mean? It's costing you twice as much as it really, really should. So then Yearn-Finance comes into the picture a little bit then. Yearn apparently bunches transactions together to lower the fees. So I think it does 20 at a time. So you only pay 5% of what the fee would have been. It's split between you. Again, you saw me on the other things before. I was actually trying to where I'd read that. I actually can't remember the article, but it will be in a previous video on the channel. I mentioned it last week, right at the end of last week. But Yearn-Finance basically is just another one, and what are you doing, Scott? And I haven't actually connected a wallet to this yet, or had a proper look at it. So this project is in beta. Beta. Use it your own risk, lad. So again, first time on this, first time connecting a wallet to it. I'm not going to sit here and act like I understand it and I know what's going on, because I don't. It's just something that we need to look at a little bit. But relative to Uniswap, they're claiming to be cheaper. That's all I want people to know. Relative to Uniswap, they're claiming to be cheaper, and it does seem extremely similar in the sense that you're just providing liquidity to a pool, or you're doing asset swaps. Now, DeFi, it's a major step for me. Now, we've discovered there may be some anti-money laundering risks and legalities that people may and will likely have to go through if you're marketing the exchange. You're letting other people use it. But within your own little network, or just yourself, you can actually create an exchange for yourself. Again, we've not looked at how much it would cost to actually set it up and provide the liquidity, but the 0x exchange is powering decentralized exchange. It's an open protocol that enables a peer-to-peer exchange of assets on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, it's actually quite easy to get the testnet version of this up through the wizard. There is a guy on YouTube, I'm actually going to show you who it is, so you can see the video and go and have a look at it yourself. History. There he is. There he is, the lad. That university.
Right, so I do.
No, don't want the volume from you, mate. Subscribe to him, Scott. What are you doing? He's got 62k subscribers. The guy's on it, launch cryptocurrency. But all it really is when you start doing stuff like this, you realise that you're just following the GitHub anyway. So if we come back here and was to go get started, view API docs, it brings us to the the 0x API docs, and you have all this stuff that's loads of terminology that most people won't understand, right? But if we go to the GitHub, want people who are really interested in building their own stuff and learning to code, right? Legitimately, just before you even bother learning to code, just get used to going to GitHub for the projects that you're into and read the README before anything else. And you're like, oh, that's kind of what that does. I still don't really get it. But if you're going to start somewhere, so if we go 0x, if we do launch kit, I've probably already searched it. There we go. GitHub launch kit, starting exchange in under a minute. Read me, MD. Read me. Read me. Read me. He's like, read me. Read me. But yeah, right, this project's no longer being actively maintained. To fork or blah, blah, blah. I can use the 0x API instead. We'll go to that in a minute. But quick start. You can do this with the wizard on the testnet, and it works. I've done it myself on the laptop. Make sure you've got the pre-requirements. This is interesting. Seems like the CryptoKitty assets are actually an ERC721. I found that out the other week. Again, I'm a little Ethereum wanna, and I still am with the fees, mate. I'm not gonna start sitting here like it's absolutely great, and we'll get to it in due time, of how the fees may hopefully, possibly in the future, just completely almost disappear. Morning, Gary. White Fly and a Wise One. Good morning, everyone. So yeah, you want to make sure you got the pre-requirements. You've got Node.js, you've got Yarn, you've got Docker, you've got NPX from the Node Package Manager, and then you just whack it up with a wizard. Right, this is where the rest of it disappears. So if you don't know about defaulting local hosts and choosing the port and this and that, that's where you will want this guy's video, because by the time he comes to it and it's loading up, he takes you through it step by step. Yeah, Kovan is the test net. So we'll come on here like that, and we'll go to the network. Kovan test network. That's where he's launching it on. The Ropsten test network is where most people build the ERC20 tokens and then send it to the mainnet. Yeah, you've got your local. There's more than one network in your wallets, basically. He's really good, this guy. I want people to realise that he does talk you through it quite well. He's clear, he's precise. Again, it's copying. So if you're not reading, you're just going to go in one ear out the other, and you'll have an exchange up like I did. But will you know how it works? 99 ether, it's alright, innit? Testnet, mate. Testnet's fake ether. Nah, but seriously, once you've got through this, you have an exchange launched, the launch kit exchange. You can start getting to grips with the mechanics of the exchange. But then make no mistake, if we read the GitHub, that is a testnet exchange. You would have to launch it. You'd have to go back through it, launch it to the main network, not Kovan. So where you see him put in the link for the testnet, you won't be putting that in that Kovan link there. Kovan Infura. He's on this Infura page getting a testnet link. If you wanted it mainnet, you'd have to go back through it and get a mainnet link, and that link there they had completely changed to an Ethereum mainnet link. You have to go into the documents about custom tokens you can add and stuff. So the best thing to do, like I say, have a little read of it, throw it up on the launch kit, get a little bit of confidence going that you're like, yo, put me on. I've got a decentralized exchange on the testnet. Yes, mate. You get a little pride going. Why not? Why not? You can deploy to Amazon Web Services, instructions for launch kit with Ganache. We can come back up to the top because what did it say? It said this project is no longer being actively maintained to fork or run a standard instance. You can use the 0x API. So we'll click on that, and that is the big boy. That's the data. It's basically all the full exchange. It's got everything. The other one, it's got everything the launch kit added and more. It's also got the document needed. And again, I'm not going through this like I fully understand it and stuff. That's actually not the one. Naughty. This is where there's all sorts. And again, just read. Just read it. And it will tell you what it is. What this actual repository is for. Yeah. That exchange looks really good. We're doing more research into it. We're going to see like where we stand with the legalities of sharing it. We may and likely will, hopefully, if it is practical, introduce what we create as a community-owned exchange. You go back to Uniswap, and yeah, you can add a pool, you can add liquidity, and you can make money on fees, but so are the Uniswap team. And fair play to them. Well done, Uniswap team. But I'm struggling to find how much they get compared to how much everyone else gets. So don't like it when there's hidden information. Again, we've got people reading through this that are a lot more intelligent than me that can hopefully... look, we've got launch kits for front ends. You've got launch kits for back ends. You've got all sorts. And there is in one of them the config to add custom tokens. I swear to God, I had it. I had it. I've got it. I didn't have it. I've got it on my laptop, but I'm struggling to find it here now. This is like config TS. See that? It should be it, but it's not. Cola, Rockstar, and King Bear. Sorry if I'm boring you. I'm trying to find a token list. But this is ZRX, essentially the Ethereum version of Spark. Getting to Spark. When I spoke a minute ago about the fees possibly, hopefully going away, I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm not expecting yet because I've not really heard much about it, but I'm going to get to that soon before I go and have some breakfast. I just want to look at Ampleforth, which June is going to send me a PDF. They send me a PDF on Ampleforth June, so I'm going to share that on the Facebook, on the LinkedIn, on the Telegram. So look out for that. And I'm Apple. Did I say Apple? Was I saying Ampleforth then? Smack me, idiot. Ampleforth. Jesus wept, Scott. You monk. Don't say monk. It's not nice. That was a teenage Scott coming back out. Cretin, idiot. That's Phil Gilder's fault, making me believe it was okay to say it. Ampleforth's weird. Let me show you the MetaMask. So we've got cancel. We've got them Ample there. We've got 68 of them. I'm pretty sure I bought 62. I have no transactions. How did it get there, mate? You weapon. You had no transactions. How did it get there? No transactions. Oh, they just get put on there by accident, did it? No transactions. I had about 62, 63 of them. Then the other night went to 70 because they had got a little bit added. and then they took a couple away. And I've not looked into it enough. I've been deep in 0x for the last few days. Chris has been on this. Chris got quite a few, and it's a weird one. It is weird because they're just sat there now, and I don't care what anyone says because it could be it's $50, mate. Wind your neck in. Wind your neck in. Seriously, people's like, oh, what you invested in that shit for? Or put 30 quid in it, mate. Jesus Christ, you spent that on a kebab, pizza, and garlic bread last night. What? Like little bits like that, just to see what it's doing, and we're assessing it now. Is it going to go to 0 and I lost me 30 quid? I don't know. I bet I'd still got that value longer than the bookies. I'd have had it in the bookies, hadn't I? Do you know what I mean? Roulette machine would have took it well sooner. XRP against RTGS. Whoa! I've just had a coffee explosion because I knocked my cup. It's your fault, John. Oh, the Ellie Pals! For the record, right, guys, don't keep your ledgers and Ellie Pals off the, like, right down there where you can spill your brew on them. Mate, sorry about that, guys. XRP and RTGS, I've told people XRP is not needed yet. It's not needed yet. It's not that people that they can't use it. They just don't need it yet, so they're holding out, in my opinion. This ain't about that though, John. It's about DeFi, mate. Do you remember BitTrue last year at DLTCon? Curious on the stage saying, "Make money in your sleep. Make money in your sleep." And he gave us Power Piggy, and we start making money in our sleep. Granted, only a little bit if you only put a little bit in, but if you put a lot in, you was getting a lot out. So it was up to you. It could be no different with Ample or Apple. No different with Ample, mate. Like, legitimately, that $52 could be $520 next year. Who knows? It could be $5 grand, mate. Who knows? Could be nothing. At the end of the day, I took a punt and I took a risk. And that's all it is. You go on the flaming thing. It's telling you straight away. Use at your own risk. You don't need me to tell you, mate. If you can read, you don't need me to tell you that it's right at the top of most of them. Use at your own risk. And again, when it comes to sharing the exchange, it's a weird one. Chris, CryptoPunk. I can't look at the screen, and I can't type without looking at the keyboard. Me, I don't know whether you have noticed that I'm like, we're flaming what I'm 2 fingers, but 4-finger typer. What's going on here? Look at the recent searches, Chris. Don't tell me. Don't search me. Oh. Someone wrote a blog for his page. Right, here we go. Ampleforth. Sounds like the butler from Downton Abbey. But what does it serve up, you ask? Right, we finished this brew, we're going on it. Read it if you want on your own. I'd rather read this. Someone's clearly looked into it more than I. Oh, damn. So what the fuck are you reading that? It's longer than the articles I read in the morning. But clearly he's looked into it more than I have. Like I said, I've been all over Ox trying to looking in the GitHub files and that, trying to find out not only how to list it, but list it with LFNT. In fact, let's get them showing. There. Show me my token. Search not found. What do you mean? What do you mean, mate? Because it was lowercase. There's the bad boy. There's the token we created, peeps. Contract address. We actually burnt 1,000 of them. There's only 99,000 now. Go MetaMask, add a token, custom token, contract address, next, LFNT. Oh, lovely, lovely. There's our token. There's our token. We want it adding to OX Exchange, and it's what I've been looking at, and it's why I'm pretty wounded. I've not got the file to change the currencies, but it's on my laptop, luckily. Anyway, right, Ampleforth, or AMPL, is like no other crypto, except the knockoff versions like Anti-Ample or Rample. Ignore these imposters, their code is inferior and open to abuse. Okay, let's leave it at that for now. I'm going to struggle reading a little bit of this because it's a personality. It's written as a personality, but we'll see how it goes. It's one of the new kids on the block of the DeFi craze, actually a subsection called EFI. EFI, mate, as it has an elastic supply. So we're already getting confusing. Right, let's take it from the top. Ample is a base money crypto coin that is based on Hayek's sound money principles. That being that it can be debased like fiat, but is elastic, so it can expand and contract as supply demands. It's based on the value of the US dollar from 2019, but critically is not a stable coin. Stable coins like Tether are tied to the dollar, which ironically makes them unstable in that the dollar is being debased hugely, thus so is Tether. The 2019 dollar is an arbitrary marker. You have to start somewhere, but it's just a target. AMPL will fluctuate up and down from this figure. AMPL effectively has a neutral zone between 96 cents and $1.06. If the price is above $1.06, Ample rebases positively. If it's below 96 cents, it rebases negatively. In the neutral zone, there is no rebase. Are you with him? Rebases. The rebase mechanism is crucial to understand. It will seem counterintuitive, but hopefully after this you'll get it. The idea of the base is to push the price back towards $1 by adjusting to demand. If there is no demand and the price drops below 96 cents as an average price for the day, then the negative rebase is calculated and that percentage of your coins is taken from your account. No! Don't panic. This is the whole supply contracting. So everyone's account drops together. This will continue until the demand returns and AMPL is bought in sufficient quantities to get back to the neutral zone or higher. If higher, above $1.06, the opposite happens. The rebase is calculated and coins will be added to your account. In this instance, the rebase is every 24 hours at 2 AM UTC. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you have 100 Ample and the rebase is positive and say 7% at 2 AM UTC, your account will adjust to 107 coins. The rebase can potentially go deeply negative, but will never go to zero. I want to say that line again for people at the back. The rebase can potentially go deeply negative, but will never go to zero. This is a game of patience and understanding. If you can't handle the downs, don't expect to enjoy the ups. Seriously, if you are risk averse, I'd hold off. But if you're like me and like to participate, hey, who thought degenerate gambler? No, yeah. See, the personality bits are just locking in my head. Seriously, it's both a coin to trade long term, a very good asset to hold in your portfolio. In these early days, you see the most volatility as the coin matures. But long term, the pressure is on the price continuing to rise as market cap increases. So if you like to buy, hodl, and forget Ample, Ample will see you well. What's this about? It's boring me a little bit. It's get greedy when the coin price turns part. It's a weird one, that, innit? Even reading through it, my head's like going off. thinking to itself. It's hurt my eyes even reading it. It's hurt my eyes reading that, mate. YFI's mental. It's gone crazy, mate. Yeah, no night shifts. On the night shift. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's not actually got a link either. Go anywhere and read about it. Let's go back to here. Adaptive money. Built on sound. I mean. Right, so what they say. Ample smart contract design allows the increase and decrease of supply to be automatically executed without the need for a transfer between peers and without the need for a bank. The monetary protocol automatically adjusts the supply of Ample across all user wallets based on price. This means the number of Ample you own changes based on market conditions. When price is high, wallet balances automatically increase. When price is low, wallet balances automatically decrease. This supply adjustment operation happens once per day and is called a rebase. This daily rebase operation is applied universally and proportionally across every wallet's balance. This means AMPL is non-dilutive. Like Bitcoin, if you own 1% of the overall network, you will always own 1% unless you actively make a transfer. Interesting. There's a lot of information here. I've dropped the links in the description of all of them at the top. Matcha can be linked to OX. So if we go to OX, trade on Matcha. Again, connect wallet. See what happens. They're coming up left, right, and centre, mate. I've got DeFi projects popping out of people's paws, man. They're just coming out of the shadows everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And the big one that I really looking forward to. Oh yeah. Now let's the fees. Flare Network Spark token. The fees have not got a figure for debate. What? The fees on Ether are a joke, mate. I'm trying to find a nice way to say it in my head then, and it's just not happening. Right? I am either gonna stay quiet for the next 10 minutes, trying to think of something good to say about Ethereum fees, or we break it down the way it is, mate. And there's no way of sugarcoating it. They're absolutely shocking. They're shocking. They're a joke. They're an absolute joke. There's nothing else to say about them. They're a joke. Now, the Flare Network, today we're delighted to make our detailed plans for the deployment of the Flare Network public. These plans can be fully explored by diving into our draft white papers covering the network and its native token, Spark, here. And the trustless integration of XRP with Flare. Read the article. Consensus protocol. This is hopefully where we see low fees hit DeFi. Like, truly. Yeah, June, it gets hard. That, I mean, no disrespect for the dude who wrote Chris's blog. It's a decent little write-up that he just threw too much of his personality on it, and I struggle to read other people. I'm going to try to be himself instead of just neutral. It's like that, the font and the way it's written, it's just neutral, it's easy to flow. I never thought for 1 minute that the font mattered that much when I was reading live. Don't get me wrong, man. When you're reading in your head, you can make mistakes and carry on. You know what you saw, you know what you said. You're barely even saying a word because you're reading in your head. You're reading extremely fast. When you're reading live, you got to take time. You got to speak it the way you want. Yeah, the font matters, mate. Actually does. But Yeah, I missed the summer lives. I'll. Do you know what, mate? In the future, there'll be a schedule and there'll be a live stream at the same time, the same day, every week. But at the moment, we're still grinding. We're still actually looking for outside work. I've got a bit of work Monday, Tuesday, actually. Trying to build the network company to get a bit of work fitting networks and that. So we're still trying to expand and still grinding. And eventually, mate, once we secure a unit that we can actually work out of, and I'm not sat in a flaming bedroom, yeah, we'll move on and progress a little bit. But we just keep grinding for now. Right. These plans can be carefully explored by diving into the white papers, Spark, and the trustless integration of XRP with Flare. The papers are in draft form, and there will be optimization changes between now and the day Flare goes live. There should not be changes that materially deviate from the overall the overview provided below. Interesting. I'm just all about this. I'm all about like what's going on with XRP. The FXRP system is a set of financial, like, see, like that font there, mate. Are you having a bubble bath? Like, come on, man. You know, like try to read that, innit? Like, what's going on? I can't read that yet. The FXRP system is a set of financial mechanisms encoded in smart contracts that enables the XRP holders to create and redeem a one-to-one representation of the XRP token on the Flare network called FXRP. In order to achieve this, the system relies on agents participating in the system, putting up Spark as collateral and earning fees in return. Interesting. A trustless representation. In order to create a representation of XRP on Flare, a trustless and decentralized manner, we first... What the fuck? That proper threw me then. And again, it's because the fucking font changed in my head. We first make the assumption that the loss of a unit of XRP to a designated beneficiary can be fully rectified by awarding said beneficiary an alternative asset that allows them to replace the lost unit of XRP with no additional financial burden. What the fuck is that mean? Has anyone seen Money Talks with Charlie? Oh, it's like a G-Dog on a fly tip, flossing with a posse, cutting in the crib. The fuck does that mean? What the hell did that even mean? Do you know what? June will explain it well, I promise you. And it is like sometimes he just released his terminology to keep most people confused. So when they're reading a document that's got however many 11 pages, they're done by page 2 and they're like, yeah, whatever, I'm done. Do you know what I mean? Like, but then you got collateral system, collateralizing, and that is clearly on its way to doing what we want it to do. And anyone who uses XRP introduces low fees. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's got to be. And again, speculating and generalizing, but it's all here to read if you want it. And again, we're not even touched on the white paper, like the full-on white paper yet, or the Spark. He's talking about rates, issuance, and all sorts here now. He's gone on it. Come too far without reading above. There's a lot to take in. And it drops in December. I believe the snapshot of the XRP messages. 12th of December. And then we'll know more not long after that. We really, really will. But I think people should definitely look into DeFi. Even if it is all on Ethereum at the moment and there's no real... It's just lacking interoperability, isn't it? It is lacking interoperability. All these built on Ethereum. I'd love to come on here and start opening liquidity pools to XRP. Do you know what I mean? And I can't, because it's only once Ethereum-based tokens. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be the same for most of them. Now, when Flare comes out, providing interoperability in the DeFi space, pooh, hey, I'm telling you, man, that's gonna open the windows. That let the draft right in. Like, why is that writing grey? You're not. Can you not do your font in like? It's like they've got a filter over the text. Right, we're gonna have to have a little read of this. What is Flare and why we're building it? Flare exists to solve two key issues. First, and of immediate importance to the building out of our industry, is that 75% of the value that exists in public blockchain cannot currently be used in a trustless manner with smart contracts. Interesting. Second, and of both short-term and long-term consequence, there are potential issues with how scaling is being implemented for smart contract networks today. The majority of new networks use proof of stake or its variants. These protocols derive network safety from their native token. The immediate issue inherent in proof of stake is that the consensus design doesn't yet safely allow for alternative uses of the native token. If a token holder can obtain a higher yield and with no possibility of slashing by providing collateral to create a stable coin, then they can from staking, then as economic rationalists, they will likely do so. Do you know when you try to go through this with a layman head and they're clearly solving problems that are a little bit above that? Do you know what I mean? So let's go to the how-to, rather than it just giving us a load of tosh about providing collateral and stable coins and pooling and proof of stakes, this and that. How does Flare solve the issues? Flare at its core is a new way of scaling smart contract platforms that does not link safety with the value of its token. Flare still requires a token for the operation of the network, principally to deter spam transactions. Flare's token is called Spark because Spark doesn't have network safety implications. It is well suited to enable the trustless usage of non-turning complete tokens with smart contracts. Interesting. Flare is the world's first Turing complete federated Byzantine agreement FBA network. Nodes run the Avalanche consensus protocol with a key adaptation to the FBA consensus topology. FBA is unique as a consensus topology in that it achieves safety without relying on economic incentives that can interfere with high value and high risk use cases. A criticism of pure FBA is that it leads to fragile structures of constitute nodes, permitting topology scenarios where the single node failure can cause a network, and this is going to bore the shit out of most people. A network launch built on top of Flare is a protocol to safely enable the trustless issuance, usage, and redemption of XRP on Flare. This protocol is called FXRP. XRP's safely and trustlessly becomes FXRP on Flare, secured by Flare's native token, Spark. XRP now effectively exists on a Turing-complete network. And once their trustless interoperability with other networks is feasible, both through interoperability protocols such as Cosmos and Polkadot, or with Ethereum, via well-defined bridge protocols. In short, Flare can be used as a smart contract platform for XRP or as a trustless pipeline for XRP to other networks. Furthermore, the general methodology of XRP is extendable to any non-Turing complete token, and the ability to decide which other tokens to supply and then extend the means to do so built on the system, the governments, and the networks. And again, this is just gonna right over most people's head, confuse the shit out of most people, and then bleh, make people just go, do you know what? Fuck it. But it's coming. It's here. DeFi is here, don't get me wrong, but cheap DeFi, like, it's coming. At the moment, I keep saying, I did this just to highlight to the people, like anyone going into it, anyone get excited about it, or looking at providing your own liquidity pairs or anything like that, it's just bear in mind that the fees are absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. The tax implications of DeFi, again, if you're running an all-out exchange and you're letting other people come to it and doing this, then your tax implications are likely just what you make in fees, like your revenue from the platform. The thing people need to understand is when you start handing crypto to other people, who you're giving crypto to, what assets are you letting them swap it for? There's anti-money laundering laws that will have to be followed there 100%, which is sure all the privacy networks are having that fight right now. So if you wanted to remake 0x in your own image and make it a privacy network, take this to like Hyperledger Fabric or something, if you can work that out, then who knows? You might. On one hand, you've got to point people to serve privacy, but on the other hand, the people are going to be like, yeah, well, if you break the law or anything like that, then someone needs access to your accounts. It's a weird one, isn't it? That tax implications and regulation, it goes way beyond that for me. I honestly think over the next 10 or 20 years, most of the laws that we actively know about are going to be changed. I think the way we live is going to drastically change. The world is about to change more than it's ever changed before. That's real talk. The world is about to change more than it's ever changed. Ever. I don't care how much it changed when they invented the wheel. I don't care how much it changed when they invented a boat and a ship. I don't care how much it changed when they invented trains and steam engine. Don't care how much it changed during the Industrial Revolutions. Don't care how much it changed after World War II. It's about to change more than it's ever changed before. Except maybe the flood was a pretty big change. Yeah, it's probably out of this than the flood. But you know what I'm getting at? It is legitimately about to change more than anyone realises. They're looking at sci-fi movies and not realising that it's around the corner. It's around the corner. Do you know what I mean? It's... Just go to Flare, because I want... That was the one I was already on. That was the one I was already on. Uphold, I believe, has just come out and said they'll warrant the drop. I know Bitcher were doing it. I know the Zum, Dave, XRP Dave shared the Zum and Ledger app and how to do it. Yeah, exactly, Galgatron. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong, mate. That's the core thing of it, innit? Put it this way, if it were possible to process XRP in a trustless manner on Ethereum blockchain, it would be groundbreaking. Yeah. And it's gotta just, like, obliterate the fees, man. Someone needs to make something within this DeFi sector that just obliterates the fees, because, like I say, I'd love it, and let me just go 0.017. Flipping heck, it comes off it again all the time. I don't want you. I want BitStash. I want BitStash. Oh, I'm on swap. Come on, Scott. Sort your neck out. Right. Whoa! 6 knots 4. 6 knots 4. See, someone's put stash up. There was no stash up the other day. And I wonder if I put a price on it, but like 100,000. 2% of the pool. What's a million? 17% of the pool, 10 mil. 16% of the pool, 68. Sorry, 10 mil. Damn. 17. Right. Whoa. Yo, someone's put 5 million stash in a liquidity pool. Right, so let's go. What would it be? 2.4. It was 2.4, wasn't it? $9,500. Know what you're doing. Should have added it the other day, Scott. I could have added like 100,000 at that. It's only 40,000 now. $19. It's a $6 pool. It's a $12 pool. $6 of Ethereum and $6 worth of stash, and they're charging me flaming $19 to put it up. An absolute joke. It's and then again, like someone else might look like flipping at me. If you just had the $19, you'd have a pool up, and how do you know you're not going to make the $19 back in fees in a week? Well, because stash ain't that liquid. Now there's actually a pool on there. I wonder if it shows, because I'd like to know as well how you get the pairs to show on sites like CoinMarketCap and whatnot. This only had IDEX the other day. Still only got IDEX. But there's clearly liquidity on there for it now as well. That wouldn't even be 1% of the pool, man. See, so I missed out on being the actual first liquidity provider for Stash on Uniswap, and I've got no idea what they'd have to do to get Uniswap on here. But I mean, it makes. I saw that the other day, and I was like, mate, let me get that on a let me get a pair of that open. Like the market cap was what, 28 grand. Like proper low price. Then all of a sudden, times 10, like the market cap's almost times 10 recently. And I wouldn't mind at 24-hour volumes. Like they can't even read it. So what's going on there? Where's that information even coming from? Where's that data even coming from? How do they connect all these DeFi pairs and liquidity pools to this aggregate we're being shown? Interesting. What's the other one? CoinGecko. CoinGecko. Gonna go and get some breakfast soon, guys. Interesting. Bit stash. Oh. Bit stash marketplace. Interesting. Where'd you go? What numbers do you trust? Do you know what I mean? It's hard, innit? I hate it, mate. I'm gonna have a look at this later today to see how it brings the fees down. And in fact, let me just do it now. Yearn-Finance. Whoa. Fees. Cheaper than Uniswap. Can't type for shit. Why is you... Michael Otto, Naughty. Ether fees at the moment remind me of the robber barons you need to read about in history books, fleecing people. If Ether, there's no excuse for that pool, for adding that liquidity, supplying that liquidity. There's no excuse for it costing so much. It's just not. Like, can we actually lower it? It won't go through. I mean, $1 for it to definitely go through. I mean, if we go advance. Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? 200 and... Nah, mate. No. Mate, what are you doing there? Get down to 70. Cheeky. Gas price... Well, no. A 0 came up first. I'm not surprised, mate. Why is it going 0 first? What, 7? It's forcing there. Gas price specifies the amount of ether you are willing to pay for each unit of gas. You're taking the biscuit, mate. What? I don't understand why that has to. This is what I hate. I don't understand the Ethereum fees. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and bullshit yours. This is a usual Ether transactions. 50 to 70, mate. 50 to 70. What are you talking about? I've gone to winter fish and balance. I just want to add some liquidity. And it don't cost me a bomb. And again, I know $20 ain't a bomb, but it's double what the flaming liquidity is worth, so it is a bomb. When you talk, yeah, nah, mate, it shouldn't be doubling what it is. It just shouldn't be. I don't know what it is, future trend money. It's changing accounting rules next year. I'm not surprised, mate. I'm not surprised. If only this was cheaper. This is what I mean. It comes to the point where I'm actually sat. You start debating with yourself. Is it worth selling a little bit of something else into Ether and putting it here to contribute into a pool? And just don't do it, man. Don't do it. I legitimately should just wait till a week or so. I've got a little bit more money on the side and just put fresh money in and just see what happens. Also, definitely need to look at Yearn, Yearn-Finance. Give me the back. Overtakes Yearn. Decentralized DeFi projects now over 50 million. 6 projects are Yearn-Finance. What is Yearn and how does it compare to projects like Yearn-Finance? Sushi. So I hate reading something and then you forget where you read it. Sushi swap. It's like Billy Bob Dickhead coin in it again. Like what's going on in the world, mate? But yeah, basically DeFi, it's opening a lot of doors in it. I mean, if we'd have had this early 2018, or anyone had this early 2018 to the form where you could have created your own liquidity between pairs this easily. Like, just try and imagine how much you could have made in fees since then. Do you know what I mean? It's quite incredible, and to the point where we can go on when you're on OX or zero. I call it OX. It's not fucking 0x. I don't really care, mate. Alright, it's a 0, but I'll call it 07. I'll say your phone number. Say 07 all the time. Or is it 07? 0161. So so he's choosing main net. and you actually... Come on, lad, bring us back. Bring it back. Sing it back. Bring it back. Sing it back. IP config. Fee. So we whoa, Let it go to frame by frame, eh? Enter the fee recipient. So you enter the fee, the address where the fees will be paid. Yeah? Then you put enter the maker fee, enter the taker fee. Ooh! So, basically, you're dictating the fees of your own network. Binance, 0.1%. Bitrue, 0.098%. You could go at 0.099% and be right between Binance and Bitrue for fees. You go 0.097% and be just under Bitrue in fees. They're one of the cheapest exchanges out there, mate. Yeah? When people want to rip Bitrue and Binance and centralized exchanges, but, mate, have you seen them fees? Did you see them fees, bruh? Do you know what I'm saying? It's absolute madness. Absolute madness. Whereas I think the 0x approach, again, we're going to see what Flare offers. And if Flare enables the 0x platform to be integrated with XRP, that would be incredible, because then not only could you match or beat Bitrue for fees, you could also create another exchange that is heavily paired to XRP. We'll continue looking at it. Hopefully, have a lot more to show off at DLTCon. We'll have a lot more information by then and a little bit more insight. What, would you sell all your coins to buy XRP for the Spark airdrop and then buy them back after the photo shoot? I've not done, no. I've not done, Michael, no. So no, because if I would have already. No. I didn't do the ledger, and I'm going to empty the ledger soon. And then I might put them back on the ledger after I've got them. But I'm going off ledgers. Going off the Ledger Nano X's especially. The S ain't that bad. I mean, not the S, the X ain't that bad. And I'm going off the S. It's two measly little buttons, and it's not even got a battery in it or anything. It's pathetic. It's not pathetic. It's a sick device until it needs updating. It's October the 10th is DLTCon. Are you coming to the meet on September the 12th? Have we still got a meet going? Where's Boo? Where's Boo? There's a meet September the 12th. We're doing the fucking chat. We are doing that chat that day 100%, mate. It's just clicked in my head that what you're actually excited for. Sorry, pal. Only had one cappuccino. Yeah, Future Trend today and I are actually having a little sit-down chat during a September the 12th meet. We're going to have a little meet-up somewhere in the Midlands. I'll speak to Bill about where it is, because it's coming around pretty fast now. It's a week today. So, it's a week today. Yeah, we're having a chat. We'll pre-record it, do it live. We can sort it out on the day. No danger. But yeah, I'm excited myself. No, Michael, and that's what I'm saying. No, I wouldn't. Because if I would have already done it, wouldn't I? There's no halfway there. Like, would I? If I say yes, then why haven't I? So it's no, because I haven't. Would you sell your XRP? Will you sell your XRP? Will you sell your XRP to get the Spark thing? No. Would you? Is that not the same? Is it the same thing? Would I sell them? Well, no. No. Well, sell me other coins. I know what you're getting at, but no. We don't even know what Spark will be worth. It'd only be a couple of grand. I don't really see the point in doing it. Whereas with XRP, I can get a few grand's worth over to something else. And saying that, nearly enough all the XRPs I've got, I'm gonna get Spark for through Bitcher and Zum. Like I say, it's coming off the ledger for the time being, and then after we get the Spark, I might send some XRP back to the ledger after. I am legitimately removing my XRP from my ledger wallet before they update it, and I'm not even playing games, mate. I'm losing my faith in ledger, man. Why'd you do this to me, ledger? Because one of them broke, guys. So this one now actually tries telling me I've not even got the original firmware on it. So why is Ledger Live putting dodgy firmware on my ledgers? Because I've not plugged it anywhere else. It's a chat for another day. But DeFi 0x winding down on this. Go and watch this video. Launch cryptocurrency exchange with zero coding. You don't have to do any coding. You might think you do when you see the terminal box there, but it's just copy and pasting. It's not coding. Might be, but no, actually there's no code. It's copy and pasting IP addresses and putting ports and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? So, for instance, this Raspberry Pi I've got behind me, I've got a Raspberry Pi over there on the side here. That one there. There he is next to the PlayStation, plugged in on the internet. It's got an IP address. So if I want that Raspberry Pi, it's going to be the one that's got the exchange on it. And I'm doing the wizard on that. The Raspberry Pi's address will be the one used. Yeah. And then the address you want the fees to go to, we'd need to look at the documents and the README to... Well, we actually need to find out how to add a token to it. It's on the laptop. Don't understand like why I didn't just... Has this not got a link to the GitHub? The API here as well, guys. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to build an exchange on its own. You can actually implement the exchange into your current website relatively easily. So it says. Seamlessly. Seamlessly is the word used as far as I'm aware. There we go. Nope. No, get off. Let's go back to that GitHub one. I'm not going to try and find it before I go and get... What are you doing, Scott? Learn to type, mate. You do it live. There she is. I just randomly went straight on it as well. So it's a launch kit front end. Here we go now. Here's the tokens on the exchange. We've got general title, launch kit, tokens, symbols, ZRX, the name, zero protocol, token, its primary color, its icon assets, blah, 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 and the addresses. Next one's worth, wrapped ether, DAI, maker, rep. Just need to add LFNT in here, and then LFNT pairs, and then we've got an exchange with LFNT. Wonder if we can actually pay fees in LFNT. See, we need to continue the research and continue the testing of the exchange, and obviously we need to look into the legalities of it. Yeah, but OX launch kit front end is where you will find that document I was looking for before. See, it was there. I told you, mate. Config JSON. What's up, JSON? Configure yourself. So this is what we get on them all. It's not. The project is no longer actively being maintained to run a fork or use an OS API instead. There's them ERC721s where your crypto kit is, and an ERC20. That on the right is almost definitely the way you would run a decentralized eBay with assets, as opposed to a decentralized exchange with assets. That's an interesting one, that. But again, we don't want to be limited to ERC20 tokens, and you don't want, like, if you was to make a marketplace for your shop, do you really want ERC20 assets or ERC721 assets for your marketplace interface with the current fees associated with the network? I don't really think you do. But again, to clone the repository and just have a little play with it and read through and launch it, and at the very, very basic, then you know you can get it up. You know you've got a machine that can run it, and you can move from there. We will be sharing a lot more at DLTCon, obviously, because that is going to be basically the closed network of people who we start networking with, working on projects, turning ideas into developing projects, and moving forward, progressing, not getting left behind by the internet of value, actually moving forward with it. No danger. You are up there, aren't you, bro? I mean, I've probably missed a time when you probably told me what time it was somewhere, aren't you? But me, yeah, you are right over there. 7 hours behind us, mate. It's like 4 in the morning or some shit. I appreciate you being up to watch at that time in the day. I implore everyone. I don't want this to turn into a 2 or 3 hour video, so I'm gonna go now and get some brekkie. But I implore everyone to have a look into DeFi. Be wary about the fees. Have a look at Yearn, because they say they bring the fees down. Have a look at 0x about maybe running your own exchange. Match seems to link to 0x exchange. We've got Ampleforth, where you can gain or lose just by holding the rebases. It looks ridiculously interesting. Just throw a little bit of money in, leave it for 6 months and see what happens. That's what I'm doing. Open your MetaMask account to link to all these other accounts, and we'll see what happens when Flare comes out. We will. I might just re-add the LFNT liquidity, but I'll need some ether to peg against it. Look, could have Bax pair, Stash pair, and an LFNT pair, but I just ain't got the ether to pool them, to pay for it. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. 4M in Cali. Appreciate it, Alex Yeet. Appreciate you on, mate. I'm going though, so you've only just come in. Give it a rewind so you can watch it all, because it's going to go off and process on you. No one wants to sit waiting for it to process when they wanted to watch it. Close all these down. Close, 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 close. It's interesting now the way it's going to go with Flare and Spark. We need to read the documents. We've got to read the documents. We had a little look at the FXRP one. It can be perceived as a little bit complicated. That you just need to keep reading until something sticks. Read the Spark one. Read other people's interpretations of it if you're struggling to get it, and just see what happens moving forward. It does look like it's exactly what we needed. We needed the Ethereum smart contracts and DeFi networks linked to XRP and to other networks in an interoperable way, and it seems Flare and Spark are providing just that. It will be game changing. It will be game changing. People just need to have a little bit of patience, chill and wait. And on that note, I'm going to do a little electronics today. I've got the camera. So we've got the Raspberry Pi camera. So we can link this up to the Raspberry Pi in this room put a little sensor there as well. And then when anyone walks in the room, it'll do a little video of them. So watch this. It's coming into my bedroom. Watch it, because you'll get recorded. Got loads of stuff we need to learn to build. We have got bits of electronics coming out of our ears. So we've got to learn. We're doing IoT research as well as DLT research. Figuring out how we can maybe make a few smart devices and stuff to help people out to ease their lives. Convenience, baby. You know the dance. Yeah, see, I've got... Yeah, what we'll do, right? Where am I here? Give me another tab there. Another tab there. Over there, you. What you want to do, mate? And I'm not being a twat here, mate. Try and type properly first. Like, learn to type. Because I can't. But that's the Google search you want in your life today, mate. That's the Google search you want in your life today, Alex. The ERC20 token is a blockchain-based asset with similar functionality to Bitcoin, Ether, and Bitcoin Cash. It can hold value and be sent and received. The ERC20 tokens are stored and sent using Ethereum addresses and transactions, and use gas to cover transaction fees. Go and have a look at that, mate. Loads of articles, videos, and all sorts about it. The basic layer, the tokens and assets built on the Ethereum blockchain that are powered through Ethereum. Yeah. They're not bad. I said to Chris the other day, I said, if you don't sort the fees out soon, this will just end up something kids use to play with on testnet, and very rarely get a token put on mainnet again. Because I'm telling you, like, the fee, it's actually cheaper to create a token than it is to go and create a pool for it on Uniswap. You're telling me it's cheaper to create 100,000 ERC20 tokens than it is to put 1,000 of them up on a pool? You're having a laugh. That ain't right in my head. It's not. Some of the calculator just keeps freezing me. So it's madness. But people need to stay at the forefront. When I keep saying to people, like, invest in yourself, invest in the internet of value and all that, what do they think this DeFi situation's going through? Look at Jeff Bezos. What makes me laugh, right, is if we... Let me get back on Facebook. I've not shared that. Fuck's sake. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos. Metro's Twitter. Sorry, this is legitimately the wind down. It's the last thing I'm going to do. Get on Twitter. Find a Metro UK. Let me know where search is, because it hardly ever come on Twitter. Metro UK. I didn't know it's called Metro UK. Metro UK. How far down after going to go to find this? Jesus wept, man. Jeff Bezos in the Metro. He was trying to. He was having a nice little laughy tweet where he spend his money. Let's spend base. Scott, you better than this. Can't type. What we put value for? You should have put net worth. You muppet. Right, when I see stuff like this, and it's all about Jeff Bezos and the total amount he's worth and stuff like that, right? We started blah blah blah. He's got 180 odd billion on it, right? So they go through this thing. The article's just gone because it's dog. To go to the tweet, Jesus wept. What's going on here, mate? Anyway, right. At the end of these, you always get the people. Oh, but it's assets. But it's assets. It's not like he's got it in his bank. It's not like he's got it in his bank. You can't liquidate him. You can't liquidate him. Not like they're in his bank. I didn't get him in his bank. What do you mean? Yes, there is. Jeff Bezos, he sold a ridiculous amount, mate. Oh, not want him. Basically, what I'm getting at is I accept that some assets are illiquid at the moment and some net worths are not as liquid as some people will think. But I'm sorry, Bezos unloads nearly 4.1 billion in Amazon stock as part of a trading plan. Jeff Bezos of Amazon has sold off 4.1 billion in shares of his company in the last 11 days as part of a new pre-arranged trading plan, according to a report. He's selling 4.1 billion of them in 11 days at a time where he's rocketing to new all-time highs. I was like, oh, if he sold billions, he'd crash his market. Would he? Did he? No, he didn't. And what we know with DeFi and asset swaps and the internet of value is this guy's net worth is only going to become more liquid as time goes on. I'm sick of the net worth ain't cash. This is why cash has got to go. It's why cash has just got to go. Cash has got to go because it's dog. And it's put it in people's head that cash is the only thing you can spend. Cash ain't even cash. I've got a £10 note. I'm going to go and get a £10 note from downstairs. Don't go anywhere. I want to make a point here. I'll be back. Oh yeah, I'm back. I'm back. There we go. There's a tenner. There's a tenner. Right? A tenner. Lovely stuff, Scott. Fingers crossed for the Ampleforth games. Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. See what happens with it, innit? We've gone in. Thought a good day to go down and ask people if you heard about XRP in the middle of COVID protests going on in Piccadilly. Interesting. I can't be asked with all the all the mask moaners, mate. I'm not wearing a mask, and please try and I don't want to go down that road, mate. I'm unspent criminal record now, so I'm not going to put myself in them positions where I could end up palming someone in the face and getting in trouble again. So no, got a tenner there, right? People in Britain think that's £10. You think that's £10? It's paper, plastic, diesel hound, but it says £10 on it there. Like £10, the illusion. That illusion there. See it? £10. And when the lie of the illusion is behind my fingers. So that's a tenner. People think it's £10. Bless them. Bless the little cotton socks. Eh? £10 London. For the governor and company of the Bank of England. A company. This is issued by a company. It says it on the front of it. Yeah? It says it in the top corner. London for the governor and company of the Bank of England. And chief cashier signature. It then says the Bank of England, I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of £10. But I'm holding £10. So why would you promise to pay me £10 if I produce this? I thought, is this not £10? Is that not £10 note? So it's £10? Or is it an IOU for £10? The bank's basically saying on it, they owe you £10. I promise to pay the bearer just on demand the sum of £10. So where's the £10? Do I have to, like, I've not even got a quid on me. Is a pound coin an actual pound? Or is that just more IOUs? Now, the pound coin should actually weigh a pound in metal. It just should. Otherwise, that's not even a pound. It's not worth a pound. Is that worth £10, that piece of plastic? It's got to go. That mentality has got to go. It's a promise note, exactly. Synonym. It's a promise note. I promise to pay you £10. £10. The Governor and the Company of the Bank of England, 2016. Now I wonder if I took that to the Bank of England, what did they give me? Did they give me £10 coins and that's £10? Do I get £10 worth of sugar, coffee? Do I get a little gold nugget that's worth £10? Do I get an asset of actual value? If I burn it, can I prove I owned it? Does it even exist if it disappears into ash? Good point, that. IVJ. Is that my value? Is that my tenner? Is that my £10? £10. That ain't £10. Piece of plastic that says the Bank of England owes me £10. It owes whoever owes this £10. Is it not time they started giving us our actual flaming money and value rather than giving us IOUs? Do you know what I mean? Are you with you? Go and get your 10 or your 20. Have a little read of it. I promise to pay the bearer the sum of £10. Or I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of £10. The company of Bank of England. It's just a company. Just a company. Controlling money. It needs to go. It needs to go because it brings this mentality that if he's not the richest man in the world, then is he? Oh, but what do you mean? He's got a net worth of 1 point. Yeah, but he can't spend that. He's not the richest man in the world. It's not liquid, is it? No, but he's still the richest man. It's just net worth's a little different than spendable income. Oh, well, it won't be. It won't be in 2030. Doesn't matter what asset it is. The only difference is how fast it can be logistically sent from flaming America to China. Because I'm telling you now, you can send XRP faster than you can send a bar of gold. That's all that it comes to in the future, is the logistical movement of assets. The ownership will be liquid and able to move like that. Ownership of value going here, there and everywhere. And don't get me wrong, that leads to more IOUs. We're seeing it on Zoom. Another thing that will be explained at DLTCon by Vita Vind himself, the Zoom IOUs and when GBP will possibly be added, because I'm going to ask him that myself during the Q&A at the end. It's a £10 silver you should get. By all that is right and all there, but good luck with getting the silver. Thanks, June. I knew they had to give me something, or they're supposed to give me something, but good luck. Now, I want to ask someone who lives in and around London, anywhere near the Bank of England, if you could kindly grow the balls to walk in with 20 quid and ask them. Other than that, I'll wait till I'm walking past it next time, which I don't know when that's going to be. Cost me about a £1 to get to London in petrol. So, it's just madness to me. People go on about his net worth and all this, like, and they don't realise that by 2030 he's going to be able to buy a Big Mac with one of his, like, with 0.01 of one of his shares. Big Mac. And be able to break the shares down, be able to break the ownership of a share down, because it's within a smart contract, and you could probably write another contract that splits the value again. The possibilities are endless, and all you've got is people online moaning about what he's worth and moaning about how liquid it is. It's absolute madness. I wish I could have found it on Facebook, because the comments was, are these going to be similar comments? Because this is it, but I saw there was all pictures of the memes on Facebook. So they're going on about what he could buy, clear the US debt, and it's only 81 billion lost. It's still, do you know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. Technically, dead, Dave. Used to like them. I used to be a royalist. Not anymore. The only reason he's so rich, probably because he doesn't pay the correct taxes. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Chances of heard about an obscene amount of money. What's the point of being envious? He didn't earn 13 billion in 24 hours. That's how much his stock ownership increased by. If he tried to liquidate, he would not earn that much. Good clickbait though. Well done. Yeah. Oh, David Bella. I've got news for you, bruh. News for you, bruh. You can sell it. You can sell it in his new pre-arranged trading plans that still allows his stock to pump while he sells it. So I was about you wind your neck in a little bit, lad. Hey. Oh, I thought there were news reports. It was $1 trillion. There's loads on Facebook. I'm surprised. Imagine he donated 13 billion, so just I'm sure he worked hard. Yeah, there's not that many of them. You can't liquidate it. Follow them on Facebook. Sure, he worked real hard to earn that. Totally didn't make it off the backs of underpaid working labour. Capitalism. Yeah. He didn't earn anything. He extracted 13 billion from the real economy during the pandemic. Oh. But honestly, like when you put that illiquid liquidity into perspective, did a video ages. When did I actually do that video? Can I search that? The most liquid asset. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna put it in the tags, right? Why have I put is? Need to sort my tags out. Liquidity. Yeah. I mean, that was 17th of February 2019. For the difference in the views back then, eh? Nearly 4,000 people watched this bad boy. But it's giving the opinion on XRP fast becoming the most liquid asset on the planet, which it is, as be able to lost. Oh. It is becoming the most liquid asset on the planet. It just is. Just is. And it's providing extremely fast settlement. And in the future, we know that asset and that level of liquidity is going to allow this guy to liquidate assets in ways most people don't even imagine at the moment. They just don't. With a DeFi, along with IOV and ILP, by 2030, people are going to be like, and like I said at the beginning, the world's about to change more than it's ever changed before. So, exciting times, guys. Exciting times. Yeah, I'm done with notes and cash, mate. Legitimately only really use it when I'm forced to at the moment by people who want cash, dodging the tax man. They're mostly hairdressers and drug dealers and people like that, aren't they? People doing stuff on the side, little jobs. Yeah, well, that needs to change, Synonym. It needs to change that. That's not right. And the way people think about money, they just don't care. Or you can only spend cash. Yeah, well, come and see me in 2025 and see if that's still the case, because I'm pretty sure I can already spend XRP in Tesco. But whatever. On that note, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I am going to call it a day. Yes, Silver XLM Steve. Sorry, mate, I'm on my way out. But if you want to rewind it and give it a cheeky little watch, it's fascinating DeFi, and I think it's only the beginning. I think the Flare network and the Spark token's going to blow it up beyond what it's been blown up now. Simply because I honestly do think it will lower the fees. We have to stay tuned on that and wait for more information. But the Ether fees at the moment, as demonstrated today, are an absolute joke. It's great you can provide your own liquidity pools and stuff, but do the maths yourself, see if it's worth it, assess the risk, and always do your own research and only invest what you're willing to lose. Yeah? Yeah, I will do. My mum's in London at the moment, but I'll ask her when she gets back. Green Shield stamps. I'll even do a little Google search, but yeah, it is. I can't wait for Wheatwind to explain the Zum IOUs at DLTCon, because I think there's a lot of confusion there regarding the Zum app and how money's going to move about and how someone's going to end up getting dollars when the person sent XRP. So having him explain that a little bit is going to be great. So if you haven't got a ticket, get a ticket, right? Come along, put in the voucher code Love for DLT, right? Love for DLT. Give you 25% off the ticket. Get the ticket bought. Come down on the day. Listen to Wheatwind about the IOUs on Zum, right? And then we've got a Q&A with him, and we've got BitTrue presentation again. So they did DeFi last year. No doubt they're going to do DeFi again this year. Crypto Ed is there. Brad Kimes doing a presentation. I'm doing the keynote again like last year. And we've got Elipal have sponsored it. We're going to have some Elipal Titans and that to give away. So yeah, I'm just buzzing. Me and Wheatwind can talk crypto era and BitTrue. Absolutely amazing. I've got people on top of it as well. I've got Dan M. Need to speak to Indes, see if he wants to still come and showcase his workshops off for anyone who's interested in booking a trading workshop with him. Danny's got some online courses, so he offers up a little bit of variance. You know, some people might just want to go online and do a course. Some people might want to go meet Indy and do a course. So we're providing the choice, basically. Yeah. Stay tuned. And like I say, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours. Invest in yourself and the internet of value. Turn hobbies into revenue as soon as you can, and teach your kids to do it. Live long and hodl it all until you're ready to let it go. We love crypto. We love DeFi. And we love you. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out, and I'll see you on the next one.